My wife stood by the doorway, suitcase in hand, her eyes filled with something between pain and resolve. "I'm leaving tonight," she said, her voice steady but low. "Don't call me again." I looked at her from the couch, my arms crossed, trying to appear unmoved. "Okay," I replied coldly, like her words didn't shake the ground beneath me. She waited, maybe for me to say something else, maybe for me to stop her. I didn't. She walked out, closed the door behind her, and silence wrapped itself around the room like a heavy blanket. At first, I convinced myself I had done the right thing, that I was standing my ground, that she was being dramatic, as she often was in fights. We'd argued before, sometimes badly, but she'd never packed a bag before. This time it felt different. I sat there in that silence for hours. The clock ticked louder than usual. Her favorite teacup still sat on the counter. Her sweater was on the chair. The scent of her perfume still lingered faintly in the hallway. And just like that, my stubborn pride started to crack. I began replaying the last few weeks, how I'd brushed off her concerns, dismissed her when she tried to talk about how distant we'd become, how I let little things grow into heavy silences. I remembered how her eyes used to light up when she saw me, and how lately they just looked tired. The worst part? She didn't even cry when she left. That meant she had cried already, alone. It hit me suddenly. She really might not come back. I stood up, grabbed my phone, stared at her name in my contacts. My finger hovered over the call button. Then I remembered her words. "Don't call me again." I dropped the phone on the couch and sat back down. I tried to convince myself that I was respecting her wishes. But respect without love is just distance wearing a polite face. I couldn't sleep that night. I kept thinking about the way she said goodbye. Not angry, not bitter, just done. By morning, I was done too, with pretending I didn't care, with letting my ego lead. So I changed my mind. I got in my car and drove to her sister's house, the only place I could think she might have gone. I didn't have a plan. I just knew I had to see her. When she opened the door, her expression froze. She didn't smile. She didn't slam the door either. She just looked at me, waiting. "I know you said not to call," I said, my voice shaking more than I wanted it to. "But I couldn't just let you go like that, not without saying what I should have said a long time ago." She didn't say anything. So I kept going. "I was wrong. I shut you out. I thought I was protecting myself, but really, I was pushing you away, and if you're done, really done, I'll respect that. But if there's even a small part of you that still wants us to fight for this, I'm here. I'm ready to try." A long silence followed. Then she stepped aside. No words, just that small gesture. Sometimes forgiveness doesn't come in speeches or grand gestures. Sometimes it's just an open door, and I walked through it.